This here is the new steering wheel, and as you can see, it's come from China, but I actually received this. All right, this is my raw reaction to seeing this thing. Yeah, dude, that is insane. That is real carbon fiber. Oh my god, that is actually nuts. Holy crap. Yes. So there was an option to do also a carbon fiber middle piece, which would be to this guy. But I would have to get another M logo here, which wouldn't be a big deal. It's like that little sticker. But we're just going to actually use the OEM stuff and just take the shell of the OEM out, but then put the innards in. So this one has the heating wheel to it, so it's good. Man, dude, that looks good. Let's go. It's actually not as thick as I thought it would be, but it's definitely thicker than the OEM for sure. Oh, that looks sick. So one of my dream pieces to have in a car, I'm just going to basically do a comparison. Holy, that's actually quite, like, wider. Holy crap, dude. Oh my god, we got to do like a person-to-person view. Holy this is going to be nuts. I can't even fit it in the camera. Well, obviously because the OEM steering wheel's there, but I love the flat bottom, man. Oh, that looks sick. You know, I did the suspension, and that's a really critical thing for a car. And I was really scared to do it, but I just did it, and it took me a while, but I did it. But this here, for a little 15-minute install, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually scared me quite a bit because this is the main protection from a very, very deadly accident that could happen. And that's why you always want airbags. So, obviously I'm gonna be smart with this. I'm going to disconnect the battery, obviously the terminal side, or the ground. Then we'll get started. We got the screwdriver already, and the torque spec, so I think we should just do this. I guess I do have to take out these plastic pieces. We're going to try not to. I don't even know why we have to, but let's do it. So it turns out you don't actually need to remove the plastic pieces off of the steering column. Honestly, I think it's just for more wiring if you do that, or if it's a different situation with the heated steering wheel. But with this, I'm not going to lie. To get these little pins to disconnect the airbag or to take the airbag out is extremely difficult, especially for your first time. So as you can see, I'm struggling pretty bad. Believe it or not, I got one side. You know, I actually have to yank it that hard. I just wasn't hitting the right thing. Oh. Where was it? I felt it somewhere. I don't think that was it either. There we go. Holy crap. I got the airbag out. Okay. Firstly, I'll show you where the pins are, but I gotta disconnect the actual airbag from there, and we should be all set. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna go from this side, the right side. Do you see that pin? That's why I kept missing it. That has to get snapped all the way in there. Holy. Okay, we should be actually all set to take this off now. Okay, part where we gotta hold it with our legs. Now, all of the screws that are attaching the molding of the steering wheel as well as the steering wheel to the actual steering column are a T20, but the one screw that's actually in the middle, I believe, was a 17 millimeter, and it is torqued to 45 foot-pounds. There we go. Woo! Bro, that felt more than what it's supposed to be, even though this is completely factory stock. I'll tell you this, that felt like it was 70 foot-pounds, not the 46 that I gotta do it to. And it's just a little bolt. And then, bam! Oh yeah, by the way, I just wanted to really show you guys getting the steering wheel off. Now it's the boring part of me actually just getting all this guy off, because we are gonna use the centerpiece of this. When dismantling the OEM steering wheel, the heated steering wire was actually on the very bottom versus the new carbon fiber one was actually on the sides, which was such a pain in the butt because it didn't actually line up as well as you'd like it to, but it was still really cool. So just check out the rest of this video and I'll show you what I mean. And as another project, if you want to change the ugly OEM paddle shifters to something a little bit more aggressive and cool, let's just say it is the easiest install
impossible. You have the big wire you have to disconnect from the steering wheel, and then you have 3 little pieces. One is the pin, it's plastic. You just push that out with a pin pusher, and then you have these 3 little things, a spring, and then the little plastic piece that falls out. Have it like that, and then literally just put it right back into the new one. It's actually so simple. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you're about to screw in these T20 screws again to put the steering wheel back together, just understand that they do not need to be torqued that much, because what you're about to see is pure sadness.
Maybe we should stop. Damn it. There's always gotta be something that goes wrong. So I'm just missing one of the little trim pieces here. Well, like the trim screws, which I'm sure you can kind of see where it's supposed to be because there's one silver thing right there and there's not one right there. Anyways, we will get that eventually. Right now, it's a sign for success. I am going to put this on. Holy, this is insane. Actually, I'm really glad I didn't go with the carbon fiber middle piece. I think that would have been too much. Since this doesn't come with the wire here, I'm wondering if this is the heated steering wheel. But how would this hook up to the other one? Because I don't think it would have.
So as you can see, I just figured out, and as I said at the beginning of the video, the heated steering wire and the new carbon fiber wheel comes from the 2 sides, not from the bottom where the original connection is. So it's a little bit of a inconvenience. You do have to stretch the wire a little bit, but it's not going to end up breaking the wire. So don't have any fear on that, but it still works. At least it's heated, and at least everything is not going to throw a code.
So this is what it looks like. I have the paddle shifters on. I actually went with a matte carbon fiber paddle shifter to throw some contrast off with the gloss carbon fiber here. But dude, I love this it just transforms the interior. Look at that. That is perfection. So, in all honesty, installing a steering wheel like this takes you 15 minutes. No joke. It took me over an hour just because of filming and everything, but super, super easy install that anybody can do. Just make sure you disconnect the battery. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, subscribe, because we have some really cool things still coming, but we just have to obviously wait for them because they're expensive.